Whoa, hang on there, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Ari back. The Prophet, an audiobook by Phoenix Rising, a new Way Forward production. Chapter 3, Part 1. The Way We Were. The way we were. The way we were in 2025. Now, dear self, you are about to meet the most influential person you're going to meet in your life. You're going to love him closer than you would a brother. You're going to admire what he does, and you're going to be left in awe half the time. And that's part of the reason I'm sending this whole damn book to you. I'm hoping that by seeing some of this first, you'll be a little quicker on the uptake and not so blown away. The prophet has a way of looking at things that's different from most folks, and it's important. It's everything through, well, it's the reason you wear those colored glasses. Oh, not the ones I got on my face right now. I know. Those wonderful pink ones that you had, with no frame around, just the bar back here and a little nose cross. Yeah. Rose-colored glasses. You always thought that was a good joke. Well, the prophet sees the world through rose-colored glasses. He sees the beauty. Now, most people underestimate the man because of that. He's got a soft personality. Well, gets a little wired up sometimes, especially when he's doing his imitation of a Southern preacher. Those were hilarious. I remember those. But he's always said that imitation was the purest form of admiration. And he could imitate a lot of things and find the good in a lot of things. And people thought that made him weak, thought it made him dumb. They didn't know a lot about him, did they? You're going to find out because you're one of the few people he's going to open up to. And he's going to talk about all the nightmarish things that he went through. You thought, I know, I know exactly who you are and how old you are right now, Irvin Jr. And I know what you've been through. And I know how you think or feel about what you've been through. You think that life's been hard. And you start putting it, stacking it up to what that poor man went through, and you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, how did he ever do it? How did he come through with that grin, with that self-confidence, with that self-love, self-respect that allowed him to respect and love everyone the way he did? Jesus said, love your enemies. That's not an easy thing to do. You have to walk in their shoes and understand them before you can love them. And that's one hell of a hard walk to take. There's one that's even worse: dancing with the devil. Well, remember we talked about this. You got an angel on one side and a devil on the other, and it's all you, because they're both inside you. You are yin and yang. You have your darkness, you have your shadow side, and you have your light. Can you hug the devil? Can you understand the fear inside you that creates your devil? That little child, that scared little child that creates that fear that manifests itself in the form of your own personal devil. Can you go in and give that little child a hug when he needs it? Because that's what it's all about. Know thyself. To thine own self be true. So many people spend so much time trying to be somebody they're not because they believed other people's version of what is what. What's good, what's bad, what's acceptable, what's successful. And they try to imitate others that they think meet that criteria. Well, you can't do that. You're always going, it's a guaranteed failure. You can't be somebody else. There's only one person you can be. That's your own self. So you better learn how to be the best self you can so that you are satisfied with who you are and so that you can be happy. Because if you try to be somebody else, you know you're going to fail because you can't be somebody you're not. You can pretend all you want, but down deep, you know it's not true. And because you get frustrated and flustered because it ain't true, those fears start growing up. And guess what happens when those fears go up? You start building your devil inside you gets bigger. And you know, some of the people that have the biggest devils inside them are the ones that claim to be preaching the good stuff. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people that pretend to be ambassadors of God that get so wrapped up with who they pretending to be instead of accepting their frailties and their failures and their not being perfect, because no one is, that they do some terrible things. And God has a special place in hell for those people. And it is costly. I'll even go even further. I think there's a special hell for those people. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. We're going to go back about your time now. Now, there's a lot of stories going around where you are right now. And these are the last ditch screams of a dying system. This system's been dying for a long time. It's been imploding upon itself because it never did work. Right now, you all talk about different things like different forms of government, like democracy and communism, socialism, right wing, left wing, whatever. Truth be told, it's all leads to dictatorships. There was no way that any of those systems could work. They were all flawed from the beginning. They used the right words when they tried to start something up: brotherhood, equality, Uh,